What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What a premiere of The Last of Us 2. Now, you guys know, or maybe you don't know, Last of Us 2, the video game, had some very intense moments that we're all waiting for in the show. If you have never played the game and you're watching the show for your first time, well, then you don't know what to expect. But let me tell you, it's a tearjerker for sure. Now, the start of this whole season, showing Abby and her crew and all that stuff, it's a good setup for what's going to happen. Everybody, like I said, if you play the game, you know exactly what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen as early in the show as it did the game. I think they're going to milk it out a little bit. I can see that being the season finale. And then season 3, since it's already been confirmed, is going to be about Ellie going after Abby and all that stuff, because in the game, that's really what happened. And I think that would be a good part of season 3 is, the whole redemption side. However, though, during the season 2 trailer, it did show some stuff in the game that happens after the tragic event. So that could also either indicate that all that's going to be part of a big season finale, or it's going to happen 2 to 3 episodes before the season finale, and then they're going to do the second half part of part 2 into season 3 and all that. But I do think it's going to be later on in the season before we get that big event. I do think it will happen this season, though, because Pedro Pascal, he's going to be busy. Fantastic Four is already done shooting, but they're probably doing reshoots right now. And then we got the Avengers, Doctor Doom, and if he's in Avengers Secret War and all that stuff, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big event. He's busy with Marvel. He's busy doing his own things right now. So Last of Us is probably last on the list. See what I did there? Because Pedro Pascal is a busy, busy man. So I do think we will see that event unfold in this season. However, though, for people that have not watched the show or played the game, spoiler alert, don't continue on after this because we're going to talk about part of the game. As you guys know, the tragic event is where Abby finds Joel and Tommy, and they go back to this little house area. Then Abby kills Joel with a golf club. She shoots him in the leg first, and then she tortures him 100%. And then Ellie comes in and sees all that, and yeah. However, though, there was some moments from season 2, episode 1, that happened in the game that was a pretty side-by-side part. The whole part where Ellie and Dia kiss, and they share that moment, and then the gentleman that's in there is all grossed out and calls her a name. She gets mad. Joel comes in, punches him, saves the day. And then Ellie gets mad for Joel for overstepping, even though Joel is just trying to be a protective dad. He may not biologically be her dad, but he is Ellie's dad. And, she's going through those moments and all that stuff, trying to figure out who she is and, all the stuff with Joel and how she's still kind of upset with him and all that stuff. And she knows that she's immune to bites and all that stuff. And we do see the new clicker, the one that can mimic sounds and noises and all that, and the smart clickers. So that was a really cool portrayal, seeing all that unfold in episode 1. So there's a lot to unfold and packed and all that stuff in season 2, episode 1. I do think it's going to be a lot of it is going to be based off the game similarities. Although, I am going to say, the casting is good for the characters that they are doing. However, though, the girl that is playing Abby looks like she would play a better Ellie than Bella. I'm sorry for all you Bella fans out there. Bella does not fit the role of Ellie. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing to do with her or how she is in real life or anything like that. It's literally she does not fit that role. Now, she does have some of her tone and the toot and all that stuff from Ellie in the video game, but the facial structure, the body structure, all that does not line up with Ellie. And Abby in the show is not the Abby from the video game. She's not buff, she's not built, she's not bulk, all that stuff. So if she's the one that kills Joel with a golf club and she is that scrawny, I think it's going to be kind of lame because she's not muscular. She's not powerful like the Abby in the video game. However, though, they may do it a different way. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm sure it's going to be the same way. You know, she'll shoot him in the leg, hit him with the golf club. It's just going to look weird having a scrawny Abby do the killing and all that. Although, Season 2, Episode 1 was a good start to The Last of Us Season 2 series. And for that, out of 10 stars, we're going to give it a 7 out of 10. Could have been a little bit better. It was a little bit of a slow start, not a whole lot of action, but a lot of foreshadowing and setting up moments that's going to be very, very important later on in the coming episodes. So if you guys have watched Season 2 already, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Much love.